So the great Chuck Schumer has decided to do a CNN interview, and he wants to stay on message about Medicaid cuts, but he was asked a question about Joe Biden's cognitive decline, and he gave possibly the worst answer I have ever heard.
Did you really not have any idea that he was not fit to serve a second term?
Casey, we're looking forward. We have the largest Medicaid cut in front of us. We have the whole federal government at risk.
Because you lost a presidential election. And is that not Joe Biden's responsibility for deciding to run again?
We're looking forward.
That's it?
That's it.
Excuse me, 1 second. Now, with an answer like that, Chuck Schumer needs to go. This is the reason we have the Great Orange Man right now. We deserve the Great Orange Man after an answer like that. Because if you want to keep tilting the scales in the Democratic primaries, we had this back in 2016, we had it in 2020, and then we had it in 2024. The Democratic Party deserves to lose to Republicans. And she even pointed out correctly there, you lost the election. It's everything. And that's why we're dealing with Donald Trump right now. But that's Democrats. Take no responsibility whatsoever. Don't even come out and be honest, being like, hey, I thought he was genuinely fine, but yeah, we should have said something sooner. This reminds me exactly when Barack Obama was asked, hey, George Bush set some really terrible precedents that Donald Trump is abusing right now, and the Obama administration took advantage of. So what's your response to all this criminality and illegality in the Bush administration? We just look forward. At the end of the day, fuck Chuck Schumer. And if you're a Republican watching this, you should want a strong opposition party, because I think it helps both the parties govern better. The last time we had a balanced budget was under a Democratic president and a Republican Congress. And you know why the Democrats are weak. It's the good cop, bad cop situation. Republicans are coming in there saying, okay, well, we're going to cut Medicaid and try and stop us. Never mind, this is going to be deeply unpopular.
Potential cuts to Medicaid we're looking at here.
The politics of this are so bad, it literally blows my mind. That is what the American people think of this. Major spending cuts to Medicaid. Look at this. 76% opposed. Just 24% favor major federal spending cuts to Medicaid. To give you an idea of how big this 76% is, in a separate poll I looked at it, George Washington's favorable rating is 78%. Basically, the exact same percentage of Americans who are opposed to major cuts to Medicaid on the federal level. As I said, the politics of this are so extremely bad, it blows my mind.
I don't know why it blows his mind. The working poor and hospitals depend on Medicaid. And this is an opportune moment for the Democrats to pretend to care about poor people. As I pointed out, Barack Obama tried to cut Medicaid. So the Democrats and Republicans agree that they want to screw over poor people. The only difference is Chuck Schumer's trying to pose as a savior and trying to change the subject from Joe Biden's cognitive decline and why on earth senior leadership in the Democratic Party let him run again to pretending he's fighting for the common man. But the Democrats are going to be like, oh, gee, they managed to beat us this time. Golly gee.